All right, so this is abdomen and thorax eval practice part 2 from range of motion to the end. And we'll start with our wood range of motion. We do it actively and passively. In this case, I'll have them do it actively. We'll start with trunk flexion. All right, and then trunk extension. And then trunk rotation to the left and trunk rotation to the right. Nice. Then lateral flexion, so we'll drop your left side and then drop your right side. All right. And now we'll move on to muscular strength test with restricted range of movement. So go ahead as I set this guy up. Yeah, looks good. All right, so for this, we'll start with trunk rotation. So, yep. All right, go against me. And then I'll move over to side. All right, go against me. Yep. And then we'll do trunk flexion as well. So go ahead. All right. And that was for the internal and external obliques, as well as the rectus abdominis and the transverse abdominis. For trunk extension, it's going to be for the rectus spinae, and you'll turn around, or flip over, and do the superior. And then if needed, you can apply restriction right there. All right, turn back around. Next is going to be the respiratory muscles, or for our next is actually going to be lateral flexion. So on your right side, and then crouch sideways. And that's for the ipsilateral flexors and extensors, as well as the ipsilateral quadratus lumborum. Next is respiratory muscles for the intercostals and the diaphragm. And so we'll start with the inhalation. All right, you can relax. And then we'll go with exhalation now, or expiration. All right, cool. Next is going to be neurological test, starting with motor, beaver sign. That's basically if he, well, usually we look under their shirt at their belly button, so do a crunch. And if their umbilicus kind of moves up towards the head, then it could be a sign of nerve damage. Fix this again. Okay. Good. All right. Next is going to be sensory. Oh, actually, I'll just do this. So next is sensory. So even though this picture doesn't actually have T1 and T2, so T1 is going to be at the armpit, so which is like right there, and then T4 is going to be at the nipple line, and in between that you have T2 and T3, and then after that you have T6, which is the xiphoid process, and you have, let's see, so T6 is the xiphoid process, and then T5 is between T4 and T6. Then T7 and T9 are between T6 and T10. T10 is at the navel, and T11 is between T10 and T12, and T12 is at the pubis, which is above the inguinal ligament, and you would end, yes, I'll just do it. And you would end with blood pressure test. And that's it. Cool.